Hey guys, so welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I will be explaining to you guys about the second part of the ninth unit, light. So now let us begin with the lesson. So under this topic, we will be discussing about the images formed by plane mirrors. So now we must understand a particular concept here. That concept is none other than but the reflection of light. What is reflection of light? Reflection of light is the phenomenon of returning the light rays in the same medium after falling on a surface. Okay guys? So reflection of light means basically that when light rays touches a particular surface, it will move back to where it came from. It will return to where the light rays came from. So this incident or this phenomenon is known as reflection of light. So now we all have this good experience. When like you take a mirror and go towards a sunny place, you can reflect the sunlight. Even at school, I have noticed some of the students, they have a mirror sort of a thing, a shiny part in their watches. So they use that shiny part in their watches and they reflect the light onto other children's faces also for fun. So as you can see in these instances, when the light is reflected through a mirror and when you guys for fun reflect the light from your watches, what do you all notice about the surface of these objects that reflect the light? You will notice that they all are shining and that they are polished. So these shining and polished planes or surfaces are considered to be known as mirrors, plane mirrors. Okay guys, so there are various images like you can see over here and here that are formed in mirrors. Why are they formed? They are formed due to the reflection of light. When light falls on this person and this human reflects the light, and at the same time light falls on this and there the light is reflected towards your eye. So when light falls on you, it's reflected onto the mirror which shows your image, and when the light falling on the mirror reflects towards your eye, you can see the image. Okay guys? Okay. So normally when you are to draw a plane mirror, if they say to draw a ray diagram, or if they say to draw a plane mirror, or if they say to draw a standard plane mirror, an image of a standard plane mirror, this is how you should draw a mirror. It's basically a straight line with some pointy, inverted and some slanted lines. So these over here are images of a plane mirror. If they ask to draw a plane mirror, you just draw a straight line and you draw some slanted lines in the back of it. This slanted lines over here, this whole part symbolizes the part where mercury is rubbed. That silver color. Now when you take a mirror, okay guys, you just take a mirror and see the front, you can see your own image or any other image that you're pointing it to, and the back you will notice it is somewhat a silverish color is there. That is because mercury is being applied to the back, and there are no reflection occurs as mercury does not allow light to reflect. No image occurs, no reflection occurs due to the layer of mercury, and that mercury layer is what we show over here with some slanted lines. Okay guys, so now moving on, let's go to activity 9.5. Here we are going to find out about the images formed by a plane mirror. So for this activity we are going to need a plane mirror, a candle, and of course a ruler. So you're going to place the ruler on a table and fix the candle at the end of the ruler. If this is the ruler over here, you fix the candle at the end of the ruler and place a mirror such that it will be perpendicular to the ruler. Perpendicular to the ruler means the angle between the ruler and the mirror is going to be 90 degrees. Okay guys, 90 degrees. Once you do that, you record your observation in this table. So you see first whether you can obtain this image onto a screen. Next, you see whether this thing is erect or inverted. Is it like this, or is it like this? Is it straight or upside down? Okay guys, then you see the size. Has it become big? Has it become small? Or is it the same size? Okay guys, so you do this practical at your home, record the observations, and I would like it if you guys could comment it below in the comment section. Then you can come to a conclusion saying that if you can obtain this image onto a screen, then that image is real. If you cannot obtain this image onto a screen, then that is known as a virtual image. If you can get it onto a screen, it's a real image. If you cannot, it's virtual, it's fake. The word for fake is basically virtual. Just think of it as that. Okay guys? So now, this is the normal observation you can get. So basically, when you keep an object like this in front of a mirror, the image will be formed behind the mirror. So normally these images should be drawn in perforated lines. As you can see, these are not drawn with straight line segments. They are drawn with just some dotted lines like this. So that's what's known as perforated line. Furthermore, you will be able to observe that the sizes are the same. Distances also will be the same. Distance between the image and the mirror is equals to the distance between the object and the mirror. This distance will be equals to this distance. This distance will be equals to this distance. Okay guys. Now we'll go to activity 9.6. Now here we are going to find out about images formed by sheets of glass. So basically here you will need a glass sheet, a sheet of glass, 2 candles which are of the same shape and same size, a ruler, and of course a screen. And as a screen you can use anything as long as it's white. Some paper, some porcelain tile, anything that's white, basically a cardboard, something like that, you can use it as a screen. So we are going to place the ruler on a table, fix the glass sheet perpendicular to the ruler as I had explained to you earlier. Then you keep the candle in front at the edge of the ruler, and then you observe the image. You just look at the mirror, have a look, and you will be able to observe that the image like such. Okay guys, you will be able to observe this image. So then we took 2 candles. First candle we keep it over here, which we'll be using as the object. Okay guys, before we do this practical, we have to, as I said, place the ruler on a table, fix the glass sheet perpendicular, place the object, the first candle here. You observe the image, and then you take the second candle and place it over here. You place the second candle where you see the image. Okay guys, now here this is the place where you should see the image, and you place that extra candle over here. Then you will be able to use this ruler and measure the distance between the object and the glass sheet and the distance between the mirror and the glass sheet. Then we must record our observations over here. What was the size of the image? Did it change? Did it become big? Did it become small? Or was it the same size? Then you see the distance between the candle and the glass sheet. What is this distance? You record your observation. And what is this distance between the image and the candle? You record it. So as the conclusion, okay, based on this activity, you can understand these following things. First thing is that if the image, now this is the conclusion that you can come by doing this practical. These are also some features of an image that is formed by a plane mirror. Now, normally, if an image is formed by a plane mirror, it cannot be screened. You cannot obtain it to a screen. Hence, it is virtual. That means it's not real. Okay, guys. Second thing is that it is erect, verted. That means it's basically, like this. It is like this, not like this. Next up, you will be able to observe that the image size is equals to the size of the object. Okay, guys. Image size will be equals to the size of the object. Also, the distance from the mirror to the object and the distance from the object to the mirror, so the distance between the mirror and the object and the distance between the mirror and the image will be equal. There will be a same distance between the mirror and the object and the mirror and the image. Next thing is that left and right sides of the image are interchanged. That means it's laterally inverted. Okay, guys. So there is a question you might think here. Now, when you go on further like this, I had told you certain things. Erect and inverted. Okay, guys. Erect and inverted. So erect is like this, inverted is like this. This is being inverted, this is erect. Erect means the head is where it's supposed to be and the legs are where the legs are supposed to be. Inverted means the head and the legs switch positions. It's like if you stand in front of the mirror, to be erect means you can look at your figure as the way you're standing. The image will be as the way you're standing. But if it's going to be inverted, that means the image will look as if you are standing on your head. Okay, guys, that is known as inversion. Lateral inversion means, the correct meaning of lateral inversion is that the left and the right sides have been switched. Okay, guys. So this is a diagram which summarizes everything. Image is going to be virtual. Distance will be the same, sizes will be the same, and laterally inverted. Left and right sides will be switched. Now we are discussing about lateral inversion in a much more deeper manner. So to understand about lateral inversion, we are going to do a small practical. We will take a mirror and some letters, you can write it down on a A4 sheet in a big manner, or you can take some printouts and see these letters are essential. O, B, D and P. O, B, D and P. So you're going to place the mirror in a certain place and you're going to place O, B, D and P in front of this mirror and observe it. You observe what you can see. You observe the image. The observation will be like follows. D will appear as like this, as I told you. Behind the mercury layer is D, and this D is really the image. In front of the mirror is the object. Remember that, guys, okay? So B over here is the object which you will be showing to the mirror, and this will be the the image of B. O will look like this, P will look like this. Now you can observe that D, B, P, the left and the right sides have been switched. They are inversed. But O, you can't like see it at an instant. Just as you look at it, you cannot tell it's laterally inverted. Why is that? Yes. Normally, the change of the right and the left sides of an object when observed through a plane mirror is known as lateral inversion. But there are some instances when images do get laterally inverted, but it is not clearly observable. This is one such image. Here O is laterally inverted, but when you look at it, it's hard to tell that it's laterally inverted. Okay guys, let's see why. Now, there are images, better yet letters with symmetry. As you can see, O has a symmetry like this. You can cut O into two equal parts and they will look exactly alike. In the same manner, there are other letters which can be used as images. Now this is a certain chart I got from the Google, okay guys, which shows the letters and the mirrored image of those letters. Now when you observe this, you can see that A, H, I, M, O, T, U, V, W, X and Y, these images, these letters images have not, like the observation is, you can tell that they are not laterally inverted. Yes, as per the observation it is correct. But what we must understand is that A, H, I, M, O, Y, X, W, V, U, T, they all are symmetry. They all have symmetry. So, although they are laterally inverted, it doesn't seem as if they are laterally inverted. Okay guys, so now let's see what are the uses of lateral inversion. There is one huge use of lateral inversion. Have you seen ambulances? In an ambulance, you will notice there is some symbol like a thing like this. Now, what is this? This is basically the words ambulance written in reversed order. This is the mirrored image of the word ambulance. So they have printed a mirrored image, making this the object. And once a car going in front looks at this mirror, this object, this mirrored image which became an object, through his mirror, this word will appear like this, so that the person can read that this is really an ambulance and he will give room. If they had printed the word ambulance like this on the ambulance, then the driver will have seen the word like this. That will be confusing the driver. Hence, it's more better to write this word ambulance in the lateral inverted form. Okay guys. Now then, moving on. we're going to discuss something interesting, that is about multiple images. When two or more plane mirrors are kept at an angle or parallel to each other, an object is kept in between, more than one image is formed. Such formations are known as multiple images. So when you keep a mirror like this, okay, when you keep a mirror connected to each other with an angle and place an object in the middle of it, or when you keep a mirror parallel to each other like this, okay guys, and place an object in between it, you will observe multiple images like this. There will be thousands and thousands of images. Okay guys. So that is called multiple images. Now this concept is used in jewelry shops to show that the number of items or the number of beautiful jewels have increased. They are normally kept behind the items and parallelly on either sides of these jewelries. The light is reflected by those mirrors and a large number of images can be observed. Okay guys. Now we're going to do a practical to understand about this concept in a much more creative, in a much more detailed manner. Activity 9.8. So basically you're going to need two plane mirrors, a protractor and a candle. A protractor, you can get it from a mathematical instrumental box. It's something that's, it looks like a semicircle and it has various numbers mentioned on it, and you can use it to get the angle. Okay guys, so if you do not know how to use a protractor, you can just get the help from your teacher or parents to do this activity at home. If you have these, I'm pretty sure you can do it basically at home, because if you don't have two plane mirrors like that you can remove and use for this practical, never mind. You can later on do it at school when the school starts or when you go back to school. So you just basically keep two plane mirrors like this, you can see ways, and first keep the plane mirrors with an angle of 90 degrees. Place the candle in between the two mirrors and you record the number of images in this observation table. Next up, you reduce this angle to 60 degrees, record the number of images. Again 45 degrees, record the number of images. Reduce the angle to 30 degrees, record the number of images. So if you do this practical correctly, you will be able to observe this. At 90-degree angle, you will get 3 images. 60-degree angle, you will get 5 images. 45 degrees angle, you will get 7 images. 30 degrees angle, you will get 11 images. Like such, as the angle decreases, number of images increases. No matter whatever the size the mirror is, if the angle is correct and if you used only one candle, these will be your observations. So if you're free and if you can, try it out. It's a beautiful activity. Anyway, so we'll come back to the conclusion now. Here the conclusion will be that the number of images formed are increased when the angle between the two plane mirrors decrease. Okay guys? Okay. So try this practical out when y'all are free. Now then, let's move on to the instances where we use plane mirrors. Normally, we use plane mirrors in our dressing room that is attached to the dressing table. You use these things now. Your parents must be, your mother especially must be putting on makeup and stuff by looking at their face through this. You must be dressing your clothes by looking at this. So the mirrors are used in dressing rooms. Furthermore, it is utilized in cinematography in order to illuminate various objects. Besides that, you use this thing to direct light on the slides of microscopes. So if you get a chance, if you have observed specimens in grade 6 through a microscope, you will have noticed that the teacher adjusts the light in order to get a clear vision, to get a clear observation of the sample. So to do that, mirrors are utilized, and we will discuss furthermore about microscopes in our upcoming lessons. Next up, it is also utilized to construct kaleidoscopes. So now over here you can see some DIY kaleidoscopes, and when you put some, we are going to make a kaleidoscope and a periscope in the next part. That means we will be making it in the near future of this video. Within a couple of more seconds we will be doing an activity in order to make this kaleidoscope. So you just put some beautiful pebbles into it and you will get beautiful patterns like this. Then it's also utilized to make periscopes. Periscopes are things like this that you use to observe higher elevation from bunkers, from submarines and stuff. Okay, now then, I told you we are going to make a kaleidoscope. Let's see how to do it. So you basically take 3 strips of plain mirrors with equal dimensions, around 6 centimeters to 2 centimeters. Okay guys, and then some black paper and some tape gum. So you're going to keep the 3 plain mirrors in a triangular manner, like to make a pyramid sort of a thing, okay, as shown in the figure. Then you're covering this end with a tissue paper. Okay guys, this end with a tissue paper, one end. And then we are going to cover all the mirrors using some black paper and stick them together with some gum tape. You can use other tape also if you don't have an option, but it's better to use gum tape. Then we are going to put some beads, pebbles and stuff into this thing and observe it. You will be able to observe this way vivid, such beautiful, such creative patterns in the kaleidoscope. Next up, we'll move on to periscope. So we are going to need 2 identical plain mirrors, pieces of cardboard sheets and some gum tape. The method is going to be as follows. So you're going to make a tube of appropriate size using a piece of cardboard and a sheet. Construct the equipment as shown in the figure. So you use a tube of appropriate size using a piece of cardboard. You construct the equipment as shown in the figure. Now utilizing this, you just take a tube like a thing and then some cardboard and construct like this way a structure, and place the pieces of mirror at an angle of 45 degrees at each bend. So here this bend is supposed to be 90 degrees. You just place a mirror such that it will be having 45 degrees here and here. This also 45 degrees over here and here. Here 45, here 45, and here 45, here 45 degrees each. Now to do this activity, it's better to get the help of an adult or your class teacher, because to construct a kaleidoscope like a structure like this, it's better if someone can do it and show it to you rather than just going through the theory. So you can observe higher elevations from this, a lower level. Furthermore, you can observe a lower level from a high elevation if you just turn it upside down. Now, this thing is normally utilized in submarines, to observe and see who is coming, what is there, where they came and stuff. And also to observe the surrounding from bunkers. To see if like, now these bunkers, they are used during wars and stuff. Especially to observe the people, to see, is that country going to attack us, or are we going to get shot down or killed and stuff like that. Okay guys. So this is basically it for our lesson for this day. So hope you guys understood this lesson, enjoyed it, got something new. And if you guys have any questions, don't hesitate. Just drop a comment. Also, like, if you guys cannot drop comments to these videos, it's okay, just drop a comment to one of my previous videos. And so hope you guys will keep up with me and continue to like my videos and subscribe to my channel. And if you guys have any other friends, please, if you enjoy this video, if you can understand it, make sure that they too watch this video. And I also wanted to tell, I will be starting a certain WhatsApp group for all of you guys in grade 7, so that you can keep in touch with me and ask me questions and get to know more about this subject. So I will put the description, I will put the link to my WhatsApp group in the description below. And also I am going to form a partnership with another website, and I will inform you guys about that in the near future, because most probably most of my videos will be posted in that channel from henceforth. So stay tuned, be with me. Okay guys, till next time, bye.